Well, when I got home about a half hour ago, this wasn't a big deal, but there was a bunch of ambulances and fire trucks and stuff, and then a bunch of smoke. You can't really see it though, can you? Can you? Probably not. But there's a bunch of smoke going up in the air. It's going way up. And I couldn't tell if it was a mountain or if it was a house, but it's a house, I think. And they just started evacuating other houses. A bunch of people just came, tearing down the street, and then some others just But see, there's an ambulance, as the brothers say. Isn't that one of them ambulance? It's an ambulance. Looks like an ambulance. Maybe not. I don't know what the hell it is. It's at the top of Cypress and Sunset. And as you can see, there's a lot of smoke. And the smoke just goes up and up and up and up. But it's kind of clearing now, I guess, I think. Who knows? I just figured I'd get a shot of it. Keep telling my dad, why don't you turn on the TV? You know why? Because he's watching the original Star Trek, which sucks anus Pitoris. Well, there you go. I'm not going to waste too much time on it because that's about all you can see. There was a lot more flashing lights. I guess there still is, but there was like 5 or 6 trucks. But see, there's also electric company. The electrical Department of Water Power. No, it wasn't that. It was electric, and they were cruising up there real quick, and then they stopped. I mean, they went up, but then they only had like 5 trucks up there. Well, that's the excitement for this Saturday night, at least for me. Exciting to me. I can see a ton of smoke, but it's hard to see here in this, obviously, so this is all you're getting. I kept calling my dad a word. I'm trying not to slip up on it and say it. Come on. Can't seem to. There we go. Yeah, there's still a lot of smoke up there. It's a house, pretty sure. There's some nosy neighbors, or nosy ninnies, whatever. I still don't understand Karen and whatever the guys are called. My dad called me, said, quit being a Karen. I go, what the hell are you talking about? What is that? You know what it is. I don't know, I don't. He spends a lot of time on the internet. A lot of time. Only time I'm on the internet is when I'm thinking seriously on the throne of knowledge. Otherwise, no. Usually watching movies or reading. Right now I'm reading a magazine article about the last Megadeth album. I could have been in that band. I could have been in that band as a bass player. And I was going to be in the band. I liked it. The music was good. I'm like, dude, this is good. And he had a ton of... He just had fired his previous band that they did like 1 or 2 albums. Because this is like 85. I don't know the whole thing on Megadeth and their first and second, third, whenever that came out. 85, he was auditioning bass players. But he had my whole band come down, which was called St. Eve, and we were like totally glam. And he goes, yeah, this isn't for me. I go, hey, why don't we do some of my stuff? So we did like Young Love is just lust, but fast, really fast. He liked that. Dave Mustaine. And then, what else did we do? Drunk and Disorderly. He liked that too. And, but you could see him like writing stuff, like he was gonna want to change this and change that. And I'm like, whatever. I mean, the guy has like 6 Marshall stacks and 4 Ampeg SVTs and a full drum set and a stage. Now, what am I gonna say? So he came up to me after and he says, yeah, really, I don't want anybody else in your band, just you. I mean, the lead guitar player is okay, but I don't think he's into this kind of music. I go, what kind of music are we talking about? He goes, metal, like heavy metal. I'm like, oh yeah, I love heavy metal. I can do that. And he's like, yeah, okay. He goes, yeah, I see that you got makeup on and stuff. I go, yeah, just, little eye makeup, just to, it's for the chicks. That's cool, as long as you don't get your hair all crazy. And I'm like, because I kind of was into that, but it wouldn't be a deal breaker. So I ended up hanging, I don't know why this is, oh yeah, because I was reading the last Megadeth album that's coming out. And I just read the article. And anyway, so we rehearsed for like 3 weeks. 3 weeks or 3 months. I can't remember. It was just 3. I think it might have been 3 months because I was rehearsing with him, and then I was rehearsing with the glam band. It was called St. Eve. And I was getting tired of the glam thing because, I don't know, they couldn't do it right, and nobody could agree on what we wanted to do. And really, it was just me and the other guitar player that were friends. That's a lot of smoke. Can you see that? All that smoke. But it's white. I think that's a good sign, but it's all over. All over. See if I can back this up. Anyways, once he decided to sing, and he started singing, I said, oh no, no. And I even tried bringing Trey in. And he's like, no, I don't really like the way he sounds. I'm like, yeah, I don't either. If Trey would have had his Fatal Attraction, 89 voice, might have worked. It probably would have worked. Because we did a thing with Chris Holmes doing Wasp stuff, and it sounded great. Because it sounded like Wasp. Because Trey could pull off a decent Blackie. But I ended up quitting once I heard, once Dave was going to sing, I'm like, I can't do it. Your voice is horrible, dude. I go, let's just keep looking for singers. It won't take that long. He's like, look I got a record deal already. They're just waiting for me to get stuff together. And if they wait, if they're waiting too long, might get dropped. I'm like, yeah, but if you give them a piece of crap demo, you will get dropped. Because my voice isn't that bad. I go, maybe it's not. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it is just me. A lot of people like Megadeth. I still can't stand his voice. I can do a good imitation. I used to do. No, I can't do it now. It's like a really bad. It's like someone drunk trying to do a bad Alice Cooper imitation. That's what he sounds like. All right, that's it. People are still leaving though. See, so they're still evacuating. Like I'm gonna evacuate my bowels later. All right. It keeps going out of focus. I'm gonna just let it go. But people are still getting out of there, so that's not a good sign. Because if the fire starts jumping from house to house, it could come down this way, but there's no wind. So that's doubtful. But the trouble is, there's 4 houses being built on that street, and there's 1, 2 on this street. Look at this dick wick. All right, later.